welcome or welcome back to Savor with me. I'm going to be taking you on how to prepare this very delicious jollof rice. Stay tuned. Hello, so we're back and I already fried my chicken this morning and I boiled it yesterday, but I wasn't able to fry it because of some weird reasons. Anyway, I drained the oil on a kitchen towel because it actually works better than a sieve, if I'm not wrong. Now I'm going to be slicing my onions. Just enjoy this beautiful ASMR. So now it's time to wash my rice, and the rice I'm using is Uncle Ben's rice. My dad says this is the best rice in Nigeria. I don't know how true that is. Comment the rice you like to use below so I can also try it out. After washing that, I'm now going to start draining my oil. The oil I use to fry my chicken, I'm just going to remove the sediment because you don't want your jollof rice to have all the junky parts of chicken, which is probably already burnt. So drain it, why not? After draining the oil, I'm going to then fry my onions and other things alongside. So just watch and follow. For my seasoning, I'm using salt, Maggi cube or bouillon cubes, curry, thyme, bay leaves, and jollof rice spice. Oh yeah, and dry pepper. But for your curry, thyme and bay leaves, always take note that curry, thyme and bay leaves have very strong taste, so you don't want to be putting too much because you don't want to lose the flavor of that jollof rice and your Maggi cubes alongside, because why risk it? So now I'm going to be starting on moderate heat. I'm pouring my oil, but after the moderate heat I'm going to go a little bit into low heat because I didn't want my onions and other things to burn alongside. So in this step I'm using the onion, the seasonings, the chicken stock, the already blended pepper. I'm going to put the recipe in the description box, and also the tin tomato or tomato paste or tomato puree, anyhow you guys call it, okay? In this step, be sure to always stir your onion because you don't want to leave it in one spot and then it burns in the process. And make sure it at least becomes a little bit colorless before you go ahead to add your remaining spices. And you just want all that onion flavor to release because trust me, onion is a very, very, very good recipe. It's like it has to be your recipe for success, you get. So yeah, just make sure you release all that onion flavor. This point, you just want to make sure you incorporate all your mixtures well together and give it time to also simmer and boil down until you start smelling, like you start scenting the flavor. Oh my god. Then you finally decide to add your rice, your washed, clean rice. Okay? So at this point, you just want to go ahead and reduce the heat because you don't want your rice to cook just yet. After mixing everything together, then you go ahead to also add water to it. But the water you're going to add, make sure you don't add too much because you already have enough sauce going on. Just add a little bit above the sauce and the rice, enough to cover the other ingredients. Then go ahead to close the lid and let it boil. After this, you can also go to mix it again just to be sure everything is well blended together. Also, don't forget to put your heat back at moderate temperature so it boils better. Now I'm just going to go ahead to slice the toppings for the jollof rice. So in the toppings you have the onion, the half onion I didn't put, the tomato, the green onions, the I think they call it shombo or chilli, then your green pepper, green bell pepper, half of it because I'm not cooking too much rice, so I don't need too much toppings. Then I just go ahead to wash off the seed out of the shombo because I don't like eating seed, like eating pepper seed or anything seed in my rice. So I just wash that off and then cut out the green pepper seed as well. Just make sure your vegetables are clean and good to go. That is done, you are going to be adding your toppings to a partially cooked rice because you also want them to cook to a certain degree, but you don't want them to cook too much. That's why you didn't add them to start off with in the first place. So you are going to add them to a partially cooked rice. So this now depends on your preference. Do you like the crunch the onion gives you? Then you can add it after the jollof rice is done. But if you don't like the crunch and you don't like to taste onion, raw onion in your jollof rice, then you can add it halfway done. So here I'm just tasting a grain of rice just to be sure the rice is cooked. And because of the rice is not cooked, I'm going to be adding a little bit of hot water to it to let it cook down again. So just allow it to simmer until the water is partially dried. Once it gets to a certain point that you can see little or no water, you allow it to boil openly so that the water can evaporate better. Also know that this step was done on low heat because I was trying to avoid adding more water to the already almost done rice. So I did it on low heat so the rice will simmer and boil better. has simmered, then you can get ready to serve it. Your jollof rice is ready and good to go. Delicious, nice to eat, good flavors, everything incorporated. Just enjoy your new jollof rice recipe. And if you already did this prior, then well, we're together, you know. So just make sure you subscribe, like, share. Just stay tuned for more exciting videos and good recipes as well. Thank you for watching and God bless. Bye. Hope to see you next time. Savor with me.